That is a lot of lands, but we have Gate Colossus in hand. We could have grabbed his 5/5, had it fight the 7/7, they'd both die, and then we have board presence. We're really low health, but we maybe still could have got there with that. Not sure what else. Okay. If we hadn't had a creature in the graveyard, we actually lived that. Let's see if we can finish this up. So you're thinking it's like, so this is pronounced Lynx, right? So then it's Arnix, Lynx, how do I say that? Lynx, Arnix, Lynx. The fuck is the card? I actually don't know what that sounds like. I think it's like Larnix. I don't fucking know, chat. I'm so confused what's going on right now. Alright, so we are on the double Gruul Guildgate plan this turn. Open the gates plus Ram next turn, right? So I think it's Arynx. Arynx sounds close. Just run out Enraged Ceratok here too. Get Gatebreaker Ram plus the other one next turn. I mean, this guy grows bigger faster. He's a 5/5 next turn when this guy's only a 4/4 this turn. But I don't know. Maybe okay. Like Arys. I don't know. Find me a sound clip of it and I'll say it that way, chat. I don't actually care that much. Okay, he's tapped out over there. It's good. Let's get him for damage. Let's dig up a land. Don't need other lands besides just Gruul Guildgates. Not running any other colors. Run the land out. Run the other land out. Run the Ram out. And skewer the Terramander, I think. Gains your 4 life, I guess. 2 life and 2 when you recast it. Pretty weak card right now. Can't draw off the locket. Might as well run this out. Okay. Representing lethal like 5 different ways here. I assume he's tapping my Ram. So the upside of collision is it's 1 more damage. The downside is he might not block too. We only have 6 on the table. It's only 10 though if he doesn't block. I'd like to be able to tap. I'd like to be able to use my mana this turn to draw off locket next turn. I think I just killed this. Although if we do a creature with more than 4 toughness, 4 power rather, it would be a win. Let's use our mana. 4, 3, 2, 4, 9. Leaves him to 2 as a hasted creature. Seems good. Okay. Argnuts. Nice Kerbrick. Pot's been okayed. Pocket's been okay so far. Not amazing. Argnuts! Argnuts! That's how you gotta say it. That's the correct way you say it. That is a lot of lands, but we have Gate Colossus in hand, so maybe it's good enough. Six lands in our starting hand. So it drops to cost 5 when we do that. I wonder if I'll regret that next turn. One top, maybe not. We'll see. So turn 2, Gatebreaker Ram. Turn 3, Gate Colossus. Mana. One red, one black with Storm Strike then. I'll hold the Guild Gate in case he has a way to make us get rid of Gate Colossus. So I have enough mana to pump it. It's +3, right? So it would trample for 4, or I kill both his things. Just trying to decide if I want to swing with the cat or not. I think I do. Gang blocks that killed them both still do trample damage. He's still got the Gate Colossus in play. Although one removal suddenly gets him an answer to that. Otherwise, I attack with this. He's forced to block. He's not forced to block though. The issue. I want him to be forced to block this turn. Okay. You're dead on board to that. This thing tramples and I have mana to pump it. Oh, he's gonna give it for... Oh, fuck, I forgot about his combat trick. I do remember his combat trick too. Remember we put him on Storm Strike? He's got a land open. Alright, we'll say next to damage then. So confused at what the fuck just happened there. Client giving me reads, and the reads being wrong, I guess? That's lethal if I pump it, but it's an insane block if he doesn't have Storm Strike, the block makes no sense. Because the block kills him. So I guess when I don't pump, he says, okay, we go to damage. Yeah, Carnage Carnival could be the card. Okay, so he's still jumping here. There's another hasted creature. It's also lethal. So he goes to 1 this turn. And my Spellbreaker lives. But my Acrobat doesn't. So does he still have Storm Strike, or did he have it? I actually get the impression he didn't have it, but I'm not sure what else it is. I think I can just keep swinging. I mean, the Gate Colossus is also another turn lets him block the Gate Colossus. I don't know, man. I'm not entirely certain what the fuck he's going on over there. I expect to see a Storm Strike or a Carnival. I think all attack here is okay because I've got the Guild Gates to bring the Colossus back. But I feel very low value right now. See, I guess this, I mean, if he does have that Storm Strike, what it could have been here is he could have Storm Struck the Artist to chump the Colossus, eaten the Spellbreaker. But again, that would have been the turn to do that. You would have chump blocked the 5/5. You would have given Storm Strike to your 2/2 and blocked. So I don't know. We got to read off something. There was a client pause with 1 mana available to our opponent and no abilities that were activatable on 1. Unless you're telling me I read it on the turn with the 2/2 where he could have used it to burn me for 1. I don't know. I don't remember which turn it was now. Because that would have also made sense. But I could have pumped the cat to kill him. But it would have been so bad for us if he did have the first strike trick. And the client told me he had a 1 mana something. Because if he did have the first strike trick there, I invest 6 mana into the cat. And then he first strikes in response. My cat dies and I don't get to play out the 5/2. So then all he needs to do is draw a single removal spell for the Colossus. And suddenly he's got board. So this is a terrible hand. Okay. Could have been a bluff. Yep. Draw. Did leave it up to adapt. Now he didn't. Land. I want to have, it's actually 7 with the Locket, so I can run out Locket, run out Spellbreaker as a haster. Could have Quench mana though, couldn't he? That's kind of what that looks like. So if he quenches my Storm Strike, I trade Spellbreaker for Eel. I'm okay with that. I guess Fairy Duelist is fucking irritating here too. Didn't it pass him priority there? Did it pass him? I'm not even sure. Reading something. Again, we're getting client pauses. Wish I didn't have client pauses. Slime bind. Okay. Okay. I would have brawled the Spellbreaker. Alright, we're out of gas. Lockets are coming in useful here, chat. Appreciate that. I would not have done it myself, I don't think, with the Lockets in. Let's draw. Oops. flooding pretty hard here. It's only 15 land. Oh, come on. All right. I guess this is going to be our first loss here. We just took 14. Can we kill him now with this? Does this thing have trample? Sure does. No, it doesn't. It's vigilant, trample, and haste. Oh, trample. Yeah, yeah. So he blocks this. He takes 9. 10. We get him to 2. I think we're dead here. This gives me no respect for any combat tricks whatsoever. Surely that's at least a consideration of, do you have to chump the raised boar runners? It's too bad. So we hit him for 9, he goes to 3. It's not good enough. Boo. Okay. Yeah, that card seems like a fucking monster here. Alright, I can't block it. I have nothing that gets the nothing to deal with the trample. So I could have chumped this one if I had a creature, but I'd have to have gotten 5 power. I mean, maybe the play is not even to do that. Maybe the play is to get out something. Can I get 5 power to first strike it, to kill it with 7 power to kill it? Another 6 power? No. Okay. I think we're just dead then. I don't think I can beat that. If he didn't have an answer to the ram, we might have got there ahead of him with the active treason. And if that card didn't give vigilance, we might have got there, but I just don't think I beat that card right there. Too strong. Flooded really hard, no real options. Skewer off the top would have been a win. What else would have been a win? Colossus Collision would have been a win. The fight card probably would have been a win. We could have grabbed his 5/5, had it fight the 7/7, they'd both die. And then we have board presence. We're really low health, but we maybe still could have got there with that. Not sure what else. Okay, hand looks fine. We love a ram, but we don't have one. So I need 3 land next turn. I could search for a non-gate card, but it feels pretty bad. Would be nice to thin the deck. Is ramping up to 6 better here than just developing a 4/4? I don't think so. Nasty. Some serious pump spells to deal with creatures that come out here. I think the turn I want to play here is Locket plus Smash. He's got 1 mana open. We haven't seen a pause. So you could give this +1/+1, make it a 5/5. I don't think that matters. 6/6 still breaks it in half, so that seems okay. Still have green, red, one other. Sure do. I have lethal. Did I miss it with Colossus? Just punch it first, and then I may have missed lethal. I wasn't even looking at lethal. I'm like, we've only hit him once, thank you. We only hit him once. I'm like, alright, yeah, 6-9. Yeah, we did have lethal. Feels bad, chat. Feels real bad. I'm like, we only fucking hit him once! Oh, wow. Awkward. Probably still get there, but yep, you're right. Could have done that. Alright, I'm gonna mute webcam. I got food in front of me. Back in a sec. Question becomes, do I want to use one of my last gates to play around removal, or do I want to be able to double cast next turn? I think I can do it with lock and be okay. Opponent doesn't know how his card works. It's hilarious. We're still fucked, but we're dead on upkeep, right? We go to 5. Yeah, we're dead on upkeep. Can't kill him from here, I don't think. We have 11, 13 damage. I don't think there's anything in our deck that does 5, right? Nope. So I was looking last turn. The way the mana worked out, there was no way I could cast the Colossus and the Smash and a Locket, which is really unfortunate. Like, to get... I had 6 mana on board with 2 more mana represented by the Locket, so I can have 8 or I can have 7. But if I have 8, I have to cast both Lockets, and it would have been 3, 6, 8 to cast Colossus, both Lockets. 7 mana would have been Locket, Colossus, and then I can't do anything else because it's 8 to cast that. So I can kill his Infiltrator here. He has to see the Ill-Gotten Inheritances, but presumably he can't miss that. That Goblin screwed us. I mean, Ethereal Absolution on my turn too is really nasty. Also, I could have played another Locket this turn, but clearly I'm dead on upkeep, so unless he massively fucks this up somehow. The Absolution itself wasn't even that bad. It was just the fact that it immediately hit a target. Yeah. Rip. Pretty close to still beating him. But he went first and Absolutioned on our... I mean, that was literally... We play Goblin. And he Absolutions. That's the turn order for that. Oh, well. Let's see if we can finish this up. Almost. Almost. If we hadn't had a creature in the graveyard, we actually lived that turn, which would have been sweet. Short on lands here. Would have been better if not playing Goblin. Should have played around turn 3 Absolution. Yeah, I understand you're trolling too, or teasing rather, but I agree. Like, you're not going to not play Goblin there, but might have been better not to have Goblin in the deck. So far, we have not seen a scenario where we need a mana sink at all. No Lockets have been fine for that. That's so awkward. It's got to be Ram and hope they don't have enough to remove it. I would like to do other things in my life right now. I mean, they missed the land drop too. So it's a weekend format, Applebeam. It will go away after the weekend. Another Death Toucher, pretty rough. I can punch the cat to death if I want to. I think it's just, oh, it's not. I'm 1 mana off me to cast the Goblin too. I guess I can first strike off this. It's gonna have to do. Should have attacked there. Block with Grudian. Might have removal for the Ram here. Could have gotten 3 points of damage here that way. That's a fucking scary card. Another Death Toucher. So the thing is, right now I want him to use his land so I can kill the Pontiff. So I'm going to take 2 for it. It's fine. Would have been nice to have an untapped land, but I think any land's good enough. Actually does have 5 power on board. Wonder if he's willing to trade all of that for this right now. I think I can stabilize from that if he is, and I've still got a Death Toucher to deal with, so let's swing. fucking creature in his deck has Death Touch. Kind of bad for us. Problem is the Ram does a lot of things. It holds him back from attacking with more than one creature, and also I get to swing with my Ram now. That's fine. I have 5 mana. Still have 5 mana if I open gates. So it's Goblin plus another punching combo. Punch out the officer maybe. Take 3, go to 2, add 2, go to 4. Maybe not good enough. He has 3, 4, 5, 7 power. Has to triple block. Maybe I just open the gates here. I've got to get a creature down to block these Death Touchers. It's absolutely the Goblin that needs to come down this turn. The question is, do I Savage Smash something else and swing with the Ram? Or just get a gate. Can't do the gate and anything else. Oh, I can do gate and Goblin. It's exactly the same as Savage Smashing. Right? Because this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to have... He can't block with any 2. Alright. Play the more expensive card, I guess. No, if I swing with Ram, he, when it has 5 toughness, he just blocks it with 2 creatures and kills it. The Oligarch and the Officer, and it's not good enough. So I have to either increase the Ram's toughness so he has to triple block it, or I have to Savage Smash pre-combat. Three, 6, 7 lands. He's getting pretty low. The Ram will eventually kill him. He's out of Death Touchers too, finally. He represents 3, 5, 7, 9 power. I will be 8 toughness, and punching doesn't really change that. It's probably the Acrobat again, plus the Ram. Try to get the Ram killed. Get Regenesis for it the turn after. So much value out of this Ram. Okay. Wants to gang block it. Doesn't have to gang block it. Why isn't he swinging with that 1/1? Worried I removed the Panther. Doesn't want to take 5. So Regenesis is 5. So I can't play Ram that turn, but I can Goblin this turn and Regenesis. Okay with that. Maybe it looks like I'm trying to crack my locket, which seems fine. Genesis is, of course, better for us. All right. For some demise. Live with that. I think we're in pretty good shape right now. Top deck's land, he's screwed. What do I think of this weekend format? It's been around before. It's been fun with this deck. I'm definitely playing this out, and I'm probably playing the Spellbreaker out and getting him down to 7. This was a 7/7, 6/6. Without a haste creature? No, I think I just want the haste creature on top of this, so it's probably this and the Ceratok. Try to give him impossible blocks. Yeah, he's dead. Alright, we got there. I don't know if Genesis is done really well or not. It's very expensive.